Let's take a look at the Chrome browser. Chrome is a free browser by Google that allows you to really work within the Google tools pretty seamlessly. So you'll want to download the free browser, and when you do, you'll want to sign in to the browser itself with your Google or Gmail account. And also be sure it is synced, so that will preserve your data across anytime that you're signed into this browser. So you could even go to a public computer. Be careful with this, but you can even go to a public computer, sign in to your Google account, and you're going to see all the same tools on that same computer, even though it's remote. Be sure that you sign out of it. Also be sure you use a strong password so no one has access to that information. But that is how you would do that. So this works really, it keeps you in any of these accounts. So if you open up the calendar or Drive or anything like that, it's just going to open a new tab and keep you logged into this same account. So it's a great way to operate within the same account. If you operate multiple Google or Gmail accounts, you can add those here and easily toggle between the accounts and be able to work in different windows in different accounts without causing confusion or having data get shared or moved over to somebody that shouldn't have access to it. Google Chrome also uses a number of extensions, which are added over here. And one of my favorites is actually one called Send from Gmail. You would go over here in the menu to More Tools, and you go to Extensions. And then you'll want to search for Send from Gmail. And this is going to say Add to Chrome. I've already added it, so mine says Remove. But it's a really powerful tool. And it does two main things. First off, it makes any web links you open in Chrome open up in a new Gmail Compose window. So sometimes when you click on those links, they can open up in some sort of weird default native email program or something strange like that. Adding this extension will make any links you open in this browser that are email links as a new Gmail Compose message. It's also a really easy way to be able to send data or send a website link to someone. So if you're on a website you want to share, simply click the Send from Gmail icon, and it's now created a new message where it pulls in both the subject from the URL as well as the link itself. So now I can just hit send. So instead of having to copy and paste that URL or go into my email to compose a new message, I can simply click the Send from Gmail and send that. There's a number of other extensions, from an Evernote clipper to Grammarly to using something like Zoom, which really bakes that functionality into your browser. For example, if you add the Zoom extension, it's going to make Zoom an option here in your calendar. So when you create a new event in the calendar, there'll be an option to make this a Zoom meeting. You just hit that. Once it's connected to your account, it's going to generate a Zoom link right in that meeting invite that'll be accessible to anybody who's invited. So the extensions are a really powerful tool. You can play around with adding or removing any that you like. Pretty simple to work with. You can just mouse over and right click and it'll give you options to change, or some of the extensions have settings. Another great functionality of using Chrome as a browser is that if you leave this computer and you have Chrome installed and logged into on your phone as well, you can actually access the tabs that you have left open even when you're not sitting at this particular machine. So if you opened Chrome on your phone and you were also signed in, it will show you the recently opened or even recently closed tabs from any other browser that you were signed in for. And that can be a really great tool for if you are on the go and you're working on something on your computer, or you saved a certain website to share with someone, you'll still be able to access that. Another great feature is bookmarks. So if I wanted to come here, let's just say I wanted to bookmark this site, the easiest way to do this is if I click right here on this star, it's going to pop up this option. It's going to say, hey, what do you want to call this? And where do you want to save it? So you can save it, you can create other folders to organize, but this Bookmarks bar is really great. So once I hit done here, it's going to add it. I need to come into my settings here and turn on the Bookmarks bar. think that is going to be under Appearance, Show Bookmarks Bar. So if I turn that on, now I've got right here where it's easily accessible some of those bookmarks. So I can save a number of bookmarks across here, and they're easy things. If I just click on that, it's going to take me right into that website for easy access. So commonly used sites, it's a really great way that you can save those there for easy access. I'm not going to go too deep through the settings, but there's a number of settings here, from cleaning out cookies and keeping your history to saving passwords. I would recommend a very strong Google password if you're going to save passwords in here. Otherwise, using a password manager like 1Password or LastPass or any of the other password managers. There are various themes, things you can control about how this displays, again, what data it saves. One great feature I'm a big fan of is using this continue where you left off for tabs. So if I've got a chunk of tabs open and I'm done for the day, I can close the browser, but when I open it back up the next morning, it's going to have those same tabs open, and I can pick up where I left off. So those are the major functionality of Google Chrome. Definitely I recommend it as a browser and a great way to work within your Google tools. So give it a shot.